Welcome back to Time for Gardening. Today we're diving into the world of upcycled garden inspiration, where trash transforms into treasure and spring blooms take center stage. This episode is all about turning everyday discarded items into charming features for your English cottage garden. From repurposed containers to quirky floral displays, we'll show you creative, budget-friendly ways to elevate your spring garden. If you love sustainable gardening, rustic aesthetics, and adding whimsical charm to your outdoor space, you're going to adore these ideas. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and drop us a comment below to share your own upcycling success stories or ask questions. We love hearing from you. Your support helps this community grow and bloom. Now grab a cup of tea, and let's turn spring clutter into English garden magic. Let's start with a cottage classic, the vintage teapot. If you've got old teapots with chipped lids or missing handles, don't toss them. Plant in them. These petite containers are perfect for displaying trailing lobelia, cheerful pansies, or delicate violas. Place them on old wooden crates or stone steps for that authentic cottagecore garden vibe. The mix of floral patterns and natural blooms creates a storybook look that's pure charm. Bonus tip: Drill a small drainage hole at the bottom or add a layer of gravel to keep roots happy. You can often find these treasures at thrift stores, flea markets, or even your grandma's attic. This tiny treasure adds heaps of personality to any garden corner. Old wooden drawers from broken dressers make perfect mini raised beds for your spring blooms. Paint them in pastel shades like robin's egg blue, soft sage, or lavender to match your English cottage palette. These drawers are deep enough for root veggies or spring flowers like tulips, snapdragons, and sweet alyssum. Prop them on bricks, repurpose table legs, or stack them for a layered floral display. Their vintage charm and weathered look bring both sustainability and style. Line the drawers with landscape fabric to keep the soil in place and ensure good drainage. This is a fun project that recycles forgotten furniture into blooming beauty. Perfect for patios, porches, or compact cottage gardens. That rusty old colander you were going to toss? Give it new life as a charming hanging basket. The built-in holes are ideal for drainage, making colanders perfect for planting trailing ivy, petunias, or even small strawberries. Choose vintage enamel colanders for an extra nostalgic touch. Hang them with rope or chain under a tree or from a rustic pergola to create a vertical flower moment in your garden. These upcycled baskets bring a cheerful, playful spirit while reusing what you already have. Plus, they're small space friendly, ideal for cottage gardens with limited planting space. Don't forget to line them with coconut coir or moss to hold in soil and moisture. A simple, stylish transformation. Give your spring flower beds a dreamy backdrop using old window frames. Stand them behind rose bushes or tall foxgloves to frame your blooms with vintage charm. Add a bit of white paint and distress the finish for that weathered, shabby chic cottage aesthetic. You can even hang lightweight planters from them or attach small mirrors to reflect more light and create the illusion of space. These frames add vertical interest and storytelling to your garden design. Whether propped against a fence or attached to a trellis, they make even the smallest flowers feel like center stage. Salvage windows from old homes or check your local recycling centers. It's a visual feast for cottage garden lovers. Save those soup cans and turn them into a practical herb garden with cottage charm. Peel off the labels, punch in drainage holes, and give them a soft pastel paint job or wrap them in burlap for rustic texture. Plant spring herbs like chives, thyme, mint, and parsley, then label each one with a handwritten tag or painted spoon. Arrange them on a salvaged wooden shelf, ladder, or windowsill for a sweet indoor-outdoor display. Not only are you reusing kitchen waste, but you're also creating a fragrant, edible garden zone. These cans are lightweight, portable, and perfect for gardeners short on space. Cottage gardens thrive on practicality and beauty. This idea is both. Mason jars are a beloved staple for DIY garden decor, and they're perfect for showcasing your freshly picked spring wildflowers. Wrap jars in lace or twine, then fill them with a mix of daisies, cosmos, and bachelor's buttons for that signature cottage garden flower look. Line them along your garden path, hang them from a rustic branch, or place them on your garden table for a seasonal centerpiece. You can even tint the glass with food coloring or chalk paint for a vintage vibe. These recycled jars capture that effortless spring freshness that English gardens are known for. Keep extra jars handy. You'll find endless ways to use them throughout the seasons. A wobbly old chair might not be great for sitting, but it's perfect for showcasing flowers. Cut a hole in the seat, insert a flower pot, and fill it with cheery spring blooms like begonias, marigolds, or nemesia. Paint the frame in faded pastels or leave it raw for rustic appeal. Nestle your chair planter in a quiet corner or by your front gate to greet guests with vintage charm. Add a climbing plant like sweet peas or morning glory to the backrest for extra height and romance. This idea is especially sweet in a garden full of paths, nooks, and surprises. It turns something broken into a unique English garden feature. Old bird cages make dreamy cottage garden decor. Remove the base and place a terracotta pot inside. Or fill the cage directly with moss and plant small flowers like violas, alyssum, or trailing lobelia. Hang it from a shepherd's hook or tree branch to create a romantic floating bloom effect. Bird cages work well in soft whites or weathered metal tones to match spring's romantic pastel vibe. These pieces add a vintage fairy tale look that makes your garden feel magical. You can even use them as table centerpieces for outdoor spring brunches. With just a little imagination, they go from junk to gem. A discarded wooden ladder becomes an elegant vertical flower stand when paired with terracotta pots and cascading spring flowers. Lean the ladder against a fence or stable wall and place flower pots on each rung for a multi-tiered display. Try mixing fragrant spring favorites like stock, sweet peas, and lavender for that dreamy English cottage scent. Paint or stain the ladder to match your garden's mood, soft and aged, or bright and lively. This project is a showstopper, especially in small garden spaces where vertical layering is key. It's a perfect way to combine upcycling and structure in one smart design. Beauty, function, and sustainability in one. If you have old metal buckets lying around, you're halfway to a fabulous spring tulip display. Simply punch some drainage holes, fill them with well-draining soil, and plant a mix of early and late-blooming tulips for extended color. These rustic buckets pair wonderfully with weathered wood and vintage elements, blending farmhouse charm with English garden elegance. Cluster them near gates, by garden beds, or line your porch for a colorful welcome. You can add chalkboard paint and label them for extra personalization. This idea gives you bold spring color in portable, upcycled containers. Bonus: they're easy to move if late frosts hit. Thank you for joining us today as we explored how to turn simple trash into English garden treasures. From repurposed teapots and drawers to ladders and bird cages, every piece had a story and a second life in your garden. These spring-inspired upcycled projects are not only beautiful but eco-friendly and budget-conscious. Whether you're working with a large yard or a cozy patio, there's something here to spark your creativity. We hope you're walking away with tons of ideas and a fresh love for sustainable gardening. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with fellow garden lovers. And don't forget to comment below with your favorite trash to treasure garden idea. We'd love to feature your tips in future videos. Until next time, keep blooming with purpose.